5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready, set, go. Hi, everybody. We're back. If you ever wonder why we don't always start at the exact same time, because one of my favorite mottos in life as a chef has been, you'll eat when it's ready, and we'll cook when we're ready. Life just doesn't always let us do everything in an exact time schedule, but breakfast should be something that you focus on. Get things a little stronger, get you through the day, all that kind of stuff. So today, it's steak and egg day. By request, Jody, my camera person, was asked what she wanted today, and she goes, could we have steak or shrimp? It's like, okay, well, sure. So actually, I went to Whole Foods and we decided I'd look for something that was a little different, try something new. This is called flap steak. The piece is actually about this big, about 1.5 pounds. So I cut it so that it would be more size-wise for us today. So that's about 12 ounces approximately. So we're going to get a little nice dose of steak. But features of the flap steak, real simple. Number one, it's thin, and so that makes it a great breakfast meat because it's thin, so it cooks quick. Obviously, that's number one. Number two, it kind of comes from here. It is basically a flap that hangs, and but it does get some work, so it's not a super tender cut. It's got some fat on it. Kind of looks like a little bit like skirt steak, looks a little bit like flank steak, but no, it's neither one. And it's not hanger steak either. So it's the not steak because it's not anything else. You rarely see it. It's a nice cut. A lot of times because it's tough, people tend to just grind it in with the rest of the hamburger meat. But when it's cut thin, it's relatively tender. So we're hitting it with some umami blend. Umami blend. What's in this? Oh yeah. Salt, oh, what do you know? Onion, mushroom, and there's your big umami. And then chili pepper, etc. so on. The big thing that is going to make it umami is the mushroom powder, which is more available. And mushroom powder is one of the things that's really nice to put on meats and things like that to cook. Gives you that nice umami. I'm going to let that pan get screaming hot. And the reason for that is that steak is going to cook in about 5 minutes at most. So in the meantime, got my lovely little yellow summer squash. Been one of my favorites since I was a kid. And we're just going to whittle away some of that for Jody and me. Again, everything nice and thin. I'm going to cut these in half just because I don't want to have to cut them with a knife. I've got a little bell pepper, and which is just from last night's dinner. So I saved the end. It's going to be just enough bell pepper for today. This is from last night too, from my dinner. I had little shrimp tacos. So this is a rice blend with corn and a little bit of vegetables in there, some peppers and onions. Just going to heat up enough for Jody and I. And that's my grain for today. It's a nice rice medley. It's a nice blend. We did it last week, and I cooked some more because we really like it. But it has about 5 different rices in it. Some of them taking longer to cook, so some of them are par cooked or partially cooked in order to be able to be done in the same time as the rices that usually take less time. So typically brown rice takes 40 to 5 minutes or so to cook. White rice takes about 20. And so if you par cook the brown rice, it's going to be done at the same time with the white rice. And that's how they can create those nice blends, which are wonderful for flavor, nutrition, and convenience. So Lundberg is, that green bean has hair on it. Yeah, okay, that'll be yours. I won't eat that one. We'll serve that to you instead. That was weird. These are just some organic green beans I got at Whole Foods a couple days ago. So we're taking the ends off. I'm going to add that to the mix. What I'm going to do is, now that pan is screaming hot, once I get this cut down to size, little end there, we will throw the steak in. Ready, set, go. A little too much oil. What else is new? And in we go. I'm not going to even turn the pan down or anything like that. Everything's going to happen fast. So That's going to be about 2 to 3 minutes aside, and that's it. So, I don't know about you guys, but I've already taken my supplements for today. Okay, rainbow. Green, yellow, red, white. Awesome. Just awesome. And easy. If it wasn't easy, we wouldn't be doing it. That's already just about hot. We're just reheating that, so I can turn that down a little bit now. This pan's starting to heat up. We'll get a little olive oil in there. It'll be my egg pan too today. So, and just because I haven't done them in ages, we're going to scramble some eggs today with smoked goat cheddar. So, I could go ahead and dirty up my cheese grater, but I just feel like cleaning one less thing today. So I'm just basically turning my chef knife into a cheese grater and getting it nice and small. This is a really nice smoked cheddar cheese made from goat's milk. Wonderful product. And by the time I crack the eggs, it'll be time to put the steaks. I don't know if anybody out there is timing these. It should take less than 15 minutes. That's always been the goal. So if you got a stopwatch and you started, or you got some weird timer on your phone that, or your computer that's showing you do this, all two of you. Here we go. Steak. Veggies.
Smells fantastic with that blend on it.
Yeah, that umami blend puts out a really nice aroma too. It's a mushroom, obviously. And that's going to come out probably in about 2 minutes. It doesn't have to take very long, and my veggies don't have to take very long either because they're all cut thin. And the ever-present turmeric. The only spice I keep on my counter, the rest I keep in the closet, my pantry, because I do use this 5 days a week. How you doing? It's still a little soft. Let that come up a little bit. And get ready for my scrambled eggs. What I always put just a pinch of salt, but I also like to put a little hot sauce right in my egg. And Cholula being my favorite, as you guys should know by now. You've seen me do this enough times over the years. I remember that commercial from years and years and years ago. Maybe you're too young. Everybody doesn't like something. Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee. You ever heard that one?
Nope. I think I'm too young.
I think you're too young. Everybody doesn't like something, but nobody doesn't like Sara Lee. Yeah, we all love gluten, sugar, and dairy products all together in one nice little bundle. So this is basically the anti-Sara Lee breakfast. No gluten, no dairy, well, little goat, and certainly no refined sugar. So, let me clean this board up real quick, because we're going to slice our steak up, and I don't want to put it on my main board. I always keep a separate board handy for raw meat, just to make my life a little easier. And that's just about medium rare. Give that about 10, 15 more seconds. Breakfast is almost ready. Our power greens today is just baby spinach. Looking a little tired. I'm going to pick through this a little bit. This batch is about 5 days old, and leafy greens just don't last like they used to. So we're not going to try to do too many of these today. We'll call that good. Down, down. You like it medium rare to medium rare anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Jody's happy and I'm happy. You can see that thing shrunk up quite a bit. And I just want to see those greens wilted a little bit. And we're going to do a real quick everything on this one. So, our grain for the day, our nice whole grain. That's fresh corn, by the way. I roasted that corn fresh in the husk for about 25 minutes. Let it cool, and then just cut the kernels right off of the top. But I did it last night. It takes a long time. And I made enough not only for dinner last night, but for breakfast this morning. So that's cooking twice, cooking once, eating twice. Again, the fundamental nature of our cookbook. To make your life a little more convenient. All right. How fast can Dan scramble eggs? We're going to know in just a minute. Get the pan nice and hot. Take out a nice little wonk of butter. That is goat butter. And I like to cook my scrambled eggs very, very quickly. A, makes you eat sooner. B, makes me look cool while I'm doing it. You know, it's all about image, right? Who cares if we're getting nutrition or not? Does it look good? Yeah, it looks great. Does it taste terrible? Don't worry, it looks good. Yeah, we're rare on the thick side. So you get the thick side, you get the thin side. Look how nice and creamy those get when you're stirring frantically with cheese in there. And as always, I'm just waiting to see the shine start to fade off. And there it goes. And we have scrambled eggs. So we're not gonna stack anything today. Why? Because I just don't feel like stacking. Some days I put everything in a bowl, just stack one thing on top of the other. Some days I don't. So sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. That'll be my piece. As we cut in. There we go. That's a beautiful medium rare for Dan, and a beautiful rare to medium rare for Jody. We have breakfast. You have breakfast. Make it healthy, make it delicious, make it fast. See you in a week, everybody. Thanks so much.